Hey everybody, Karen from Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing well today. June 1st, 2026 already. So we are doing the self-care wisdom from the Lead Team Collective today. And I typically use this self-care wisdom card. I'll tell you what we did for May, and then you can tell me if it resonated with you or if you did any work around that area. We're going to pick a crystal, okay, for the month. And today we're going to use Keepers of the Light to get some additional guidance. So you can always have call upon this additional entity for support this month. Okay, I kind of fluctuate between this one and the divine feminine. So we'll use Keepers of the Light this month. So last month in May we got the card Body, BODY, body. Your body deserves your love. We also got the Truth card. And I can't remember if I used an additional, was the Truth card in here? Yeah, I think it was. And I just love this. I talked about it several times throughout the month. But truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Reserve judgment. I just think that's such a good motto to live by, just to reserve judgment. And that truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Everything is just gray, right? So when you think you have the truth, that is the truth for you, but that's not the truth for other people. So we just have to be really careful with that. Their message was all is well. This is what I wrote in my book anyways, right here for May wisdom, self-care wisdom. All is well. Call upon Mary Magdalene. That's the card we got. She is the bridge between heaven and earth. And the stone we got was Tiger's Eye, which I've had sitting on my little butterfly over there. Because we are coming out of the cocoon and we are turning into butterflies. So I keep my little butterfly that I got from a very dear community member, and I put my Tiger's Eye on top of that. So we'll see what the stone is going to be this month, and hopefully I'll have it. If I don't, I'll go buy one. So let's see. I'm going to do the prayer real quick, and then we'll ask the lead team for those cards. So I have adjusted the prayer a little bit. It does take a little getting used to. Hopefully you guys like it. You can always add on to it yourself for yourself. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, the lead team collective, and those of the highest and purest light who are here for our highest good. I ask Archangel Michael to surround this community, my space, your space, with protection and escort all energies that are not of the highest and purest light into the light. May only truth, clarity, wisdom, and guidance for the highest good be present in our lives now and forever. And so it is. So lead team, hello. How's it going? Thank you for being here and partnering with us. Send them big hearts, you guys, if you're in the chat right now. So in the name of Christ, are all beings present of the highest and purest light? Yes. In the name of Christ, are all beings present of the highest and purest light? Yes. In the name of Christ, are all beings present of the highest and purest light? Yes. Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, lead team, do you have a self-care message for us for the month of June 2026 that would really help us out? Anything you want us to focus on or consider this month? Yes. Okay. Also, a crystal we would request from you, the best crystal for us to consider? Yes. And some other being that we could call upon for additional support this month? Yes. Okay, very good. All right, let's see. So self-care wisdom. Yep, there's the truth card right there. Truth. Truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Reserve judgment. Life is so much easier when you do that, I'm telling you, I think. Okay, lead team. What do you want us to consider for our self-care for June 2026? You know what's coming up. They see the astrology. They know the future time, at least part of the future timelines. Okay, there's a whole bunch that kind of just slid down my arm. Let's see if they wanted me to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, lead team, did you want to read one of those 5 that I just pulled? Yes. Okay, card number 1. No. Card number 2. No. Card number 3. No. Number 4. No. Number 5. Yes. Okay. All right. Interesting. Listen. People start to heal the moment they feel heard. That is your self-care message for the month. That's interesting. People start to heal the moment they feel heard. Now, because this is your self-care message for the month, this may be something that you also have to help other people understand. That you can start to heal when you feel heard, right? So it may not just be you listening, but also helping others in your life understand that you may need someone to listen. And it just really takes you to tell somebody, it can really help if you just say, I don't actually need your advice. I do this with my husband all the time because usually if he just sits and gives me, if he's just there, I have somebody to just voice out loud. I usually always cry, and then I figure things out. Like, I don't need his advice. He doesn't have to do anything. For some reason, that just really helps me, So, and if I just have to remind him too, because, we're always, especially when somebody's upset or somebody needs, you always want to jump into, rescue, or I got an idea, but your idea may not be the idea that they need. They need to figure that out themselves. So listening. But you also need to ask people to listen, because it's like one of the hardest things, I think. It's hard for me to do because you just want to, especially again, if somebody's upset, you want to try to fix it, right? It's like our first inclination is to try to fix things rather than just sit and be. So a lot of times, and I kind of learned to do this with students because I worked with them for so long and I had to listen a lot, is that I would just let them talk. And then I would say, okay, is there something like, do you want me to offer some thoughts, and then they can choose whether they want your thoughts or not, but try that. If you have somebody in your life, like sometimes you just need someone to listen, try it. If you have never had someone just bear witness to your needing, like someone just being in that space for you just to be able to communicate something you're feeling, but like say that I don't need anything from you. Like, I don't need your ideas. I don't need your input. If I do, when I'm done, I'll ask, try that. If you have somebody, hopefully you have somebody in your life you can do that with. That's a good one. Listen. So think about that this month. Why do you think listen popped up for you? Maybe it had nothing to do with what I just explained, Why did listen pop up for you this month? I don't know. It could be, really listening to things that are coming into your awareness. Maybe there's been some things coming into your awareness that you're not hearing, and they need you to listen, or Maybe you've been making quick judgments on things and we need to do more listening. I'm just thinking of different ways you could interpret that. So how are you hearing it? Why do you think that message came up for you? Okay, so this is crystals. This came from somebody in the community. How to use, I love this little book. I've gotten a couple crystal decks. A book and card deck, yeah, it's called Crystals. Okay, maybe next time I have a sparkly crystals. It's called Sparkly Crystals, I think. I have that deck too. We should use that. Okay, so lead team, that's too many. Although amethyst is my favorite. Okay, that was there. All right, lead team, what crystal that would help with this energy of listening, or whatever crystal you would recommend for the month? Oh, that one really popped. What? What is that? Let's see if that's the one they wanted. Shungite. Okay, lead team, is that the crystal you would recommend? I don't think I have that crystal. Yes, okay. We might have to pull a second one. I don't know. Is this crystal easy to find? Yes, okay. So, Shungite. I'm sure that's not how you pronounce that. Okay, protection from modern ills, grounding, everyday healing, and purifying. Let's see what else it says in here. Oh, I just passed it. Oh, there it is. Okay. I don't know. It just looks kind of brownish. I mean, kind of blackish. Gray. Huh. I'll have to take that to my, or maybe Google it, you guys, and see what it looks like. Okay, yeah, it says looks black, oily, or dull looking. I usually don't buy anything dull looking. Not too often. Or elite shungite, which has a silvery tint to it and sometimes gold inclusions. Wow. Although shungite has been on the planet for at least 2 million years, its use in homes around the world is relatively recent. Its carbon mineral makeup contains, oh boy, fluorines, which conduct electricity, yet shield from electromagnetic frequencies and radiation from modern technology. Interesting. It contains powerful antioxidants that absorb and eliminate harm in our environment and from our bodies. Research on them won scientists the Nobel Peace Prize in 1996. Wow. Historically, water infused with shungite was drunk to promote healing. Russian Tsar Peter the Great is said to have visited the region where shungite was discovered to use the power-packed water for its beneficial properties. Holy schmoly. Shungite is a must for your home to reduce electromagnetic radiation by placing stones or pyramids of it at the base of devices, whether mobile phone, laptop, or Wi-Fi routers. Oh, my Wi-Fi router is a little box. I could place it on top of that. You can even get shungite discs to stick on the back of your phone to soak up the potentially damaging EMF rays. What? I'll look and see if I can find something and I'll link it below, you guys. Carry one with you if traveling through airports to protect you from the same energy emitted by security scanners. If you suffer from insomnia or tension headaches, try placing a shungite sphere or pyramid by your bed to combat the effects of stress. Oh my gosh. This is very interesting. Anybody using this right now? You can now get Shungite. I'm sure I'm pronouncing this wrong and you guys are like, stop saying that word, but I'm sorry. You can now get Shungite paint for the walls of your house. Oh my goodness. To protect against electromagnetic frequency coming at your home from outside sources such as smart meters, solar panels, and street lighting. That is a crazy. Okay, I can see why they want us to have this, you guys. What do you think? Anybody using any of this? Please share. Shungite activates all the chakras, boosting energy and clearing the mind of all negativity. If your emotions are up and down and you worry a lot, meditating with Shungite held in your hands allows light to fill your body and your aura, keeping anxiety, depression, and external negative energy at bay. This is a good one. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll be piling up on some of that. Hopefully it's not that expensive. Yeah, I'll look, you guys. I'll look on Amazon and see if I can find some links. But then again, I mean, there is actually one person there. There are reputable, I don't know how many of you actually shop on Amazon anymore, but there are some reputable family businesses that sell on. So you want to just be careful about that. But I'll probably go to my local store, but I'm curious to see what they have with that. That is fascinating. Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm glad we got that. All right, so now Keepers of the Light. Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. So lead team, oh, we already got a friend pop up. There's another one. I haven't even asked the question. They know. Any others that we could call upon this month to work on our listening skills? Yeah, work on our listening skills. Maybe we just need to not talk so much this month and listen more. I don't know. That's going to be hard for me to do. Considering, I could just sit here and listen while I'll just sit here. Not say a word. Okay, so lead team, I got a bunch of them in front of me. Did we grab the one you wanted? Yes. Excuse me. Okay, card number 1. Yes. Okay. Any others besides card number 1? No? Okay. All right. Who do we have? Freya. Phases and cycles. Phases and cycles. So this is a being you can call upon. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Oh. Illusions are revealed and released. Well, that's good. Freya. Let's see. Okay. Freya, which means lady, is the Norse, N-O-R-S-E, goddess of the moon and love. She is the twin flame of Odin and a warrior goddess who offers deep spiritual and physical protection to those who call on her. She will stand before you with her shield and spear, keeping you safe from harm. Now, if you can't afford to get some of the stone we were just talking about, you could call upon her, and if I'm going to do it anyways, to help with that energy, the electromagnetic energy, to keep you safe from harm from that. It kind of makes sense, that we could utilize Freya for that reason. She works closely with moon energy, which we just had last night, a blue moon. It was the second full moon. I did a video on it with some messages through the oracle from the lead team. And so if you haven't checked that out, I will post at the end of this video right here if you want to listen to it. Really good messages, very consistent messages they gave us. I asked 5 questions with some oracle messages. And so it was blue moon and a micro moon, because it's the last time we will have the blue moon micro moon combination until 2053. So kind of powerful energy. So she works closely with moon energy. So now's a really good time, considering we just had that blue moon and micro moon last night. And helps us recognize that our life is a cycle that is always changing. Yes, it is. She herself is the maiden, the mother, and the crone aspect of all women, and guides them to see the wisdom these cycles bring. We all go through phases and cycles of growth, and Freya is the energy that supports this. She has a raven spirit totem, which is said to represent her capacity to travel between heaven and earth. The extended message: a phase of your life may be coming to an end, but it's important to acknowledge it's not the end. When one door closes, another opens. You may have been desperate for change, but now that it's here, you could feel vulnerable. Know that the mighty goddess Freya will guide you. I know a lot of starseeds and Palladians and all of us light workers have been wanting change on Earth for a long time, right? But now that it is here, now that change is here, we are feeling vulnerable, right? This transition that's going on. There's no doubt. Know that the mighty goddess Freya will guide us. Illusions are now being revealed so that you can leave behind anything that is false. Step into your peaceful warrior-like energy and welcome the changes you deserve. Tie up all loose ends, get rid of that shadow stuff, and take heart. This is an exciting time. Very cool. Very cool. I'm going to definitely be calling upon her this month. All right, you guys, let me know what you think. Anything here for you today? I'm very excited about that crystal. And there's no reason why we can't call upon Freya for that support as well, for that crystal support that they're recommending for us this month. Okay? All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we are going to have a conversation with the lead team. I ended up with some really good questions about the oil situation in the world. Okay, not to bring fear at all, but just to clarify, like, what's going on? What are we not being told? So very practical and hopefully helpful information. I've already recorded it, so I know it's coming. So hopefully that'll be helpful for you. But if you want to watch the Blue Moon video right now and get some additional messages for this energy that's happening, then click right here and you can watch it. All right, take care. Bye-bye.